gorgeous souls, welcome to CosmoMuse Tarot and my regular Friday insight reading with yes, no, maybe answers to your questions. This week we are doing 3 piles to choose from. Before we get into those, just a quick reminder, always phrase your question so that if you were to get a yes, that is the outcome you would hope to get. That said, let's jump into these piles. Pile 1, we have aquamarine. Pile 2 is calcified blue coral. And pile 3 is a river rock. I can't remember which river it's from. I just collect whenever I'm at rivers or on seashores. Rocks near water always grab my attention, so I just collect them. Yeah, but this one I know is a river rock. It's not an ocean one. So yeah, all right. Those are your 3 piles. Take a minute to tune in to which one is drawing you in for the question you have. If you have multiple piles, I suggest doing one question, really focusing on that, listen to your reading, and then go back to the start and bring your second question and feel which one is, pulling you in. And yeah, the timestamps to get to your particular reading are in the descriptions, and I will see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your yes, no, maybe reading. Again, just make sure that, I know this reading's coming out in Mercury retrograde, not that you may come at a totally different time, but it still has that energy within it. So I just want to reiterate the instruction to be clear about your question, how it's phrased, so that the way it's phrased, if you got a yes, that would be what you are hoping for. So pause here if you need to sort of clarify your question so that that would be the case. Otherwise, let's jump in. I'm going to get a few tarot cards to get your answer right off the bat, and then we will do some oracle cards once we have your answer to get some insight into why that was your answer. Okay. Pile 1, 2 of Pentacles. That's interesting. I've never actually seen the 2 of Pentacles in this deck, and I love that it's with the dolphin. It's a little bit more fluid than most 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this card was wanting to come out. 4 of Pentacles. So definitely something going on here in the material realm, it seems like. Okay, let's get the 3rd card before I really dive in. And then we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, something's incubating here for sure. I feel a yes for you guys, but not yet. Unless this is like a past tense question where there's already a yes or a no and you're just looking for insight, then it's yes. But for most of most people that bring questions, you're asking about something that's still unfolding, and if that is you, there's still time needed. There's still something that feels a little insecure here, or unsure, or unstable of like how to balance it all. And I think because of that, your receptivity at the moment is a little bit shut down. But I don't know, I just feel this draw of energy that you will come into, because like above the surface of this 4 of Pentacles is some like really beautiful, magical feeling energy. And then the dolphins with the 2 of Pentacles just feels very fluid too. So I feel like life is trying to pull you out of some deep need you're feeling to be protective about something, or feeling insecure about something. And it's like saying you're more ready than you think. It's safe to come out. But I with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you're a little bit blocked. But I do feel that pull. I feel life pulling you to the surface. Life, it's almost like you don't really have control of this at this point. Life is pushing the yes into being, and you may not be ready for the yes. But I do feel like it's coming. And it might just be, like timing, needing to have some transit come into place for you to kind of open back up. But yeah, so it's a yes, but not immediately a yes. You're trying to, I don't know, find your grounding in something, find your stability in something. But as soon as, and you may be pushed out before you feel like you found your grounding, because that yes, I feel like is imminent. Okay, but let's get some oracle cards to get a little deeper into this answer for you. Chameleon, soul tribe, it is safe to be seen. Yeah, I feel that hiding, like you're not ready. You're feeling something about this question isn't ready yet, or you're feeling unstable. And this is picking up on that sense that I felt, because like the colors in this match the colors I was really drawn to in the Four of Pentacles card at the top, where it's like, I just feel, a flow of life force just pulling you out. And I think the universe is trying to give you a boost that you're more ready than you think. It's safe to come out. It's safe to let something about this question be more present and open and seen. You're holding something back, embracing. Oh, let's push these up. We can't see that. Okay, so embracing, I always mix up, there's another card that has a similar meaning with another bird in water. I'm trying to recall which one embracing is. I might actually have to pull the guidebook so I don't give the other card's interpretation accidentally. Hold on one second. Okay, let's just look at this real quick. Floodplains. A floodplain is a naturally occurring phenomenon in which the land adjacent to a river floods out to far banks of the surrounding land during times of high water. Land that is normally dry may be underwater for a period of time. When this occurs, silt, sand, and nutrients are deposited. For this reason, floodplains are often areas of great fertility as well as rich ecosystems. They are excellent areas for lush, abundant crops. It's a natural occurrence that allows life to thrive in all areas. So I'm not going to get into the interpretation after that. I was just talking about it. But I do now know which card this is. And it is sort of about needing to be patient, and that really coming under the Four of Pentacles, that makes a lot of sense. That there is sort of a feeling of overwhelm or flooding, and so this sense of like, am I getting a yes to this question? Is this thing happening? I sense some fertility, but it feels flooded, like overwhelmed, right? So I need to find my footing. I need to find some grounding. I need some clarity. And in this card, it's just saying like those floodplains will go out. And when they do, there is this beautiful fertility like we see on top of this Four of Pentacles card. It's full of life. It's fertile. It's vibrant. So that is what is coming, something very fertile and vibrant. But it does give more insight into why you might be hiding or have like your receptivity closed down a little. And I don't think that is a bad thing at the moment. I think it is safe to be seen, but when you are ready, and I think life will let you know when that is. Just as floodplains go out and then the land is exposed, I feel like that's what will happen to you. Like you feel insecure because you're like, I feel flooded, but I feel something's happening here. And then it's like suddenly that flooding disappears and you're just going to be exposed. You won't have a choice in the matter. It will just be yes. which is what, ultimately you want a yes for your question. So it will be good news, but you may feel a little bit vulnerable in getting your yes even. Okay, one more card. And we have time for healing, balsamic moon. So in this moment, while you're waiting for the yes to appear, it is this time where you are being replenished, where new fertility is coming in. And so just enjoy this kind of, it's sort of like a liminal space in a way. But it's like tending to soul right now, tending to your depths, tending to soul, getting your feet under you, tending to your inner world is what is going on here, because that is what creates the fertile conditions. And so some healing in tending to your inner world, and then like your yes will just appear. And it's like the more you have tended to your inner world and done some self-care and soul nourishment, the more ready you will feel when the floodplains go out, and it's just like, ta-da, the yes is here. Okay, so that is your reading. A beautiful yes, but for most people, unless your question was past tense, a period of waiting here, and definitely asking you to tend to your soul, because the yes will just come despite whatever you do. So, all right. I hope this resonated. I hope it was insightful and helpful. If so, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, subscribes, but also just thank you for being here. That in itself is supportive. Also, always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments. And I wish you guys a beautiful day wherever and whenever you are. And I will see you in future readings. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your Friday Insight with yes, no, maybe answer to a question you have brought here. You guys picked this beautiful blue calcified coral, which I'll put up here. And just to reiterate before we get into your reading, just make sure your question is very clear and phrased in a way so that if you were to get a yes, that is what you hope for. Okay, we are going to do some tarot cards first to come into your actual answer, and then we'll do some oracle cards to give insight into your answer. So we have the Tower in reverse, Two of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Ten of Cups. This is a little... Let me feel into this for just a minute. I get the sense that whatever you, and it has to do with the Tower in reverse here ultimately, whatever you've asked about, it's like there aren't fertile conditions for it. I do get the sense that something has already been shaken up in your life. There is some shakeup going on. There is some event that's maybe been a little bit surprising here. But it's like the conditions aren't quite right to kind of stabilize or nourish whatever it is you've asked for. I can see you on the fence anyway about this. For most of you, there's something where this question may kind of be a little bit exploratory, like not a lot of attachment necessarily to getting a yes here, but like curious, like I don't know which way to go is the sense I have here. And my feeling with this is like, don't try to over intellectualize it. Don't try to overthink it. Something, with the moon over this and the frog here, there is something fresh about to happen. Something is renewing in your life, but you need to tap into your intuition, rather than trying to logically figure out which way to go or what to do or what's the right move. Tap into your intuition. Something new is happening, and ultimately, despite getting a no, something beautiful is about to unfold in your life. It's just not exactly what you've asked about. So yeah, a no to what you've asked about, but something, the silver lining is something, I think, much more beautiful that you haven't even imagined yet will come in to kind of take the place of what you're asking about. But Spirit's saying you really do need to kind of get in touch with your intuition here. There's something you need to allow your inner guidance to lead you on rather than your mind to lead you on here. Okay, let's do a few oracle cards to get more insight here. Interesting. This was on the bottom of the deck when I picked it up, so it's funny that that's the card that came out. Snake, Kundalini rising, channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. Yeah, something is transforming in your life, and in those processes of transformation, it can be really hard to understand like what the result of that would be. And I think that's what you're in the middle of, and you're trying to like use your mind to control that and define it, but that's not how it works. Transformation is kind of a chaotic, tumultuous thing, and there's a lot of purging that happens. There's a lot of shadows that come out. There's a lot of depth work that happens that goes beyond the mind. But ultimately, like, your energy is going to reinvigorate. You will rebirth, like with the frog here. It's like you will rebirth here. You will find that energy again, but it's not, yeah, it's just like not like whatever you've asked about isn't quite on track though. But yeah, like such a beautiful silver lining coming through that like there is a rebirth on its way. Just don't try to control it. Don't try to intellectualize it. You know, with the snake, move and flow with you know, how the earth is asking you to. Okay, yeah, yep, something new is on its way into you for sure. Gateway, threshold, you are in a liminal space at the moment. But a new path is about to present itself. Okay, and then last card. Your dreams need a practical plan. And I feel like this is one where, especially because we've already talked about not over intellectualizing things here, I feel like this is like when that new path presents itself, or when you have that clarity or that moment of like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be focusing on versus what I asked about, or this question got a no because, wow, look what just happened. And of course that wouldn't be valid in my path going forward. But it's like once that path or that opening or that opportunity, whatever this new beginning is about, presents itself, then is the time to get into your mind and create some planning and ground things in a way. Instead of being like impulsive and just like kind of jumping into whatever this new thing is, this is asking you to like ground yourself and have some foresight and like what is the long-term goal here. So once that presents itself, whatever the silver lining is here, whatever the rebirth is here, and the new thing, pathway opening up to you, as soon as you have that, take a pause before you charge onto that new path. And yeah, like ask what your goals are, make some plans. Not that those always go according to plan, but it's nice to have, I don't know, like some structure you're hoping for, you know, some goals, some long-term goals. And sometimes getting to those long-term goals, things alter, and sometimes that goal even shifts along the way. But this is saying like, don't just be impulsive, like put some thought into whatever new rebirth presents itself to you coming up. I would I would imagine soon. It feels, I don't know, like it feels imminent. It feels, and I said that word in pile 1 too, imminent. Something is imminent. And it doesn't surprise me, this reading, even though you may not come to it exactly when this is published, but when it is published, we will have just come out of eclipse season, and that does tend to come with a lot of endings and beginnings, and especially the one we will have just had is about new beginnings. So yeah, that timing feels interesting for this word of imminent that keeps coming up here. Okay, so that is your answer. I hope it resonated. If so, I always appreciate support, likes, shares, subscribes. Always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments as well. Nice to feel some voices out there sometimes. And but in general, just thank you for being here. That in itself is supportive. And yeah, I love having you guys here, and I hope to see you in future readings. Have a beautiful day wherever and whenever you are. All right, see you guys. Hello, beautiful pile 3. Those of you who picked this river rock, I will put your stone to the side here. Just a reminder to make sure your question is phrased in a way so that if you were to get a yes, that would be what you were looking for. Okay, we are going to do some tarot cards to get your answer, and then we will do some oracle cards to gain some more clarity and insight into why you got the answer you got. So we've got 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, whoops, okay. And one more. Oh, it's out. 7 of Cups. I ultimately feel a yes here, but there is some confusion at the same time with the 7 of Cups showing up. It's like I'm getting a feeling of like, what is the right choice? Which way do I go? For a lot of you, your question may center around like, at least an undertone of your question may have something to do with like really connecting to your lifestyle or purpose as feeling beautiful to you, or feeling, just more connected to a sense of pleasure in your purpose or in your lifestyle or in your work. But there being like a little bit of a nebulous feel here of like, which there's a lot of different ways I could do things, or a lot of ways this could turn out, or, like, how do I find my focus? And I can't help but feel like this rabbit in the 7 of Cups card is just being patient and observant. And I feel like that is a clue for you from the universe to really tap into some patience and some observance, like be observant. There's something you're supposed to witness to know which is the right, to clarify something for you, to find the focus or the clarity. And then this Magician card is showing that like that will come. The more you're just patient and observant, you're gonna find that like lightning strike to that thing that feels like a hell yes to you. Like, oh, that's what I've been waiting for. It's like a key or an opening or an epiphany. Some kind of clarity is coming in for you here. But you do need to be patient and observant, because there are things sort of making, it's like nebulous energy around the clarity of getting your yes, or knowing where to go or something like that, or what to do. But patience, observance, and you will know. Okay, so it is a yes here, but some time indicated, some patience indicated, but you will know when you know. It will be very, very clear, and you will feel ready to kind of engage with whatever it is. Okay, let's do some oracle cards to get a little more insight into the yes that you got. Field Mouse, success, believe in yourself and dare to dream big. Oh, and that gives more meaning to this rabbit. Maybe these aren't like potentials or options or choices, but rather you needing to dream bigger, or to tap into your dreams and really watch your dreams, write down your dreams to clarify. Like maybe you are dreaming big, or maybe you aren't, but either way, once you dream big, sometimes you then have to kind of like, that could still be kind of conceptual when you dream big, but there's like still something to clarify within that dreaming. But yeah, like maybe you just need some time to be in the imaginal realm of like, what is possible? What is my biggest dream? How can I clarify it? Oh, and I'm just noticing here your heart, like a heart here over this cup. Your heart will tell you. It will kind of signal to you when things are right, and you will feel that ignition. But this is saying like, yeah, believe in yourself though. Even though things may feel nebulous right now or a little unfocused, keep dreaming, keep imagining. Something will come into focus here, and your heart will know it. And it wants for you to have success, especially in terms of feeling your life as your lifestyle and your purpose as beautiful, pleasurable, restful, sustainable. Yeah. Okay, let's get a Sacred Destiny card. Happiness. So when the yes comes in for you, and especially under Magician, this does like doubles down on this thing of like, when your heart finally finds that resonance or that right clarity or the right aha moment, and you feel that impulse and that ignition, like you will definitely have like, yeah, a lot of joy, a lot of eagerness, a lot of energy to give to whatever you've asked about. Okay, last card, a Moonology card. This one. A personal issue reaches a resolution, full moon in Cancer, which Cancer to me is the sign that really taps us into our imagination, and coming under this card where it feels like you're, in dream time, in imagination, dreaming big. It's maybe like needing to let go of some emotion, needing to let go of some things for the past so you can detangle from something, so you can see better what your future is calling you to, what new big dreams are kind of trying to congeal and give you an image. But I do feel it's like you're trying to get an image of like what you want or something. But yeah, I think like processing some feelings, letting go of some old things, a little bit of like clearing some space for new things to come in, to make room for a new dream to come in, would be a positive practice to do. Yeah, so gorgeous, really beautiful. Yes, though, once it does, this does indicate something is going to snap into place. Something will come into focus, and it will be, yeah, just really magical feeling. It will energize you. It will feel beautiful in terms of like how it incorporates into your life and purpose and work. Yeah, so gorgeous. That's where I'm going to leave you guys. I hope this resonated. If so, I always appreciate support with likes, shares, subscribes, all those good things. Also, always grateful for kind and thoughtful comments, but thank you for being here despite any of those things. That in itself is very supportive, and I love having you here. Yeah, so I hope you have a beautiful day wherever and whenever you are, and good luck with whatever you've asked here. All right, see you guys.